So the largest crypto privacy coin worth about $10 billion literally crashed overnight. And this is probably going to be the start of the end of the privacy coin. And there's going to be so many people, and probably many people watching this video right now, that are going to lose money on this. But it is extremely important that you watch this until the end, that you can understand the difference between a privacy coin and a public coin, and why I believe AI will absolutely destroy these privacy coins. And I think that currently, as you guys can see here, Zcash, it crashed 50% to the downside. It has basically collapsed, but why I believe that this will probably crash even further to the downside, and it's a miracle that this thing hasn't collapsed by more than 90% to the downside. But what basically happened is, as you can see, Zcash, the largest crypto privacy coin, crashed here about 50% to the downside. Now going over here, this is exactly what happened. So for 4 years, Zcash Orchard pool had a bug that let anyone mint unlimited and undetectable counterfeit ZAC. So just to explain this a little bit easier here. So basically, Zcash works in two different ways. So there's two different states that a privacy coin can be with. So 11.6 million of these Zcash are public. They're very similar to Bitcoin. They're on a public ledger. You can track these coins, but about 4.2 million are hidden inside the privacy pool. Now, this is the Orchard privacy pool. But again, this is the largest pool that exists for Zcash and pretty much the only one that people are using. Now, inside this pool, there was a bug that would allow anyone to create an unlimited amount of tokens. So basically, this is the third image. So a fake hacker, it doesn't have to be, it could literally be anyone. It could be someone from North Korea. It could be someone from Russia, a hacker group. It could literally be anyone. Could literally print unlimited amount of Zcash within this private pool, and there will be no way to find out, because that's the way how these privacy coins function. So again, Zcash has two states, either it's public or it's private. When it's public, you can track these coins. So if someone tries to inflate the Zcash supply through the public network, you would instantly detect, because you'd be able to, like, hey, look at these transactions. Someone is clearly printing money out of thin air. This is a bug that has to be fixed. You're able to roll back the chain and you'd be able to fix everything. Now, in these private pools, because they're private, and the whole point of a privacy coin is that you can't detect really what is going on, someone can print an unlimited amount of tokens and nobody would have any idea that someone can actually print these tokens and that someone is printing tokens, and you would have basically no idea. But what happens is, again, a hacker could potentially add more coins in this privacy pool than have actually entered. And then when people try to withdraw, so again, 4.2 million have been deposited from the public Zcash network into this private pool. If everybody then tries to withdraw this Zcash, then people who have actually bought Zcash in a real way and didn't hack anything or didn't mint anyway, or are just legit holders of the coin, would be locked inside the pool, and they would not be able to withdraw anymore from the pool, basically making your coins completely and utterly worthless. So again, 4.2 million are sent in this pool and only 4.2 million could be withdrawn. Now, there is this thing going around, and also this person here on this post is saying that someone could print billions of Zcash. That couldn't really theoretically be happening. But again, the whole purpose of holding a privacy coin is the fact that these tokens, that you can send them in a private way. But if you send your tokens in a private way and they can literally be locked inside a pool because there's an exploit that has been going around for 4 years, the whole purpose of a privacy coin is basically down the drain, because there's no point in actually holding it. So again, a privacy coin can audit its own supply, because if these tokens are inside a private pool, there's nobody out there who's actively checking the supply. It's impossible. There's nothing possible that can track these tokens, or you can track how many are actually created. Now, what makes this even weirder is that, okay, there's a bug that has been existing for 4 years inside this pool. It may or may not have been used. It is possible that nobody would have found out about this. It's possible that someone would have found out about this. But the crazy thing about this is that this was found by an AI using literally one prompt. So someone put in one sentence here on an AI, what you can see, and this is called audit the Orchard circuit and Halo 2 gadget for any bug that could lead to an inflation or double spend attack against Zcash. That is all the person put in here, a researcher, in the new version of Opus 4.8. And within a day, he found this bug that has been in here for 4 years, that if it has been found by, again, anyone, by a hacker group, by a bad actor, or even North Korea, could have resulted in someone printing a limited amount of cash. And it was just found by the new Opus 4.8. Now, what's even crazy is that Opus 4.8 was released here on 28th of May, and then the next day, the issue was discovered. So the issue with this, and this is what is going to happen with these with these privacy coins, is that each time there's a new version of an AI, people are going to check out these privacy coins. They're going to check out, does any bug exist? If you have any kind of insider knowledge about these AIs, or you have access to a early preview, or you build your own AI that is strong at finding these bugs, you can literally go around and check out all the privacy pool tokens. You can mint unlimited tokens, and literally nobody could find out, because these tokens are locked inside a privacy pool that doesn't track where these transactions go. And nobody would have been able to find out that you're the one that are creating these tokens out of thin air. Nobody would be able to find out, at least for a long time, unless everybody withdraws, that more tokens have been created. And so it's literally a battle that every single time a new AI is released, new exploits are going to be found in these privacy tokens. And so the stronger AI gets, the better it gets at finding these exploits. Now, the thing is, and the difference here is between Bitcoin and privacy coins, is that Bitcoin is all public. So if someone prints 40 million Bitcoin, you'd instantly be able to see like, hey, there's 40 million Bitcoin right now in supply. That's a problem because there's only 21 million Bitcoin. Somebody has activated a bug or found a bug, and then people would go out and look for that bug, and they would find out how it happened, and they would roll back the chain. And just like that, the problem is solved. But again, with these privacy coins, nobody tracks where these coins are going. If they're inside a pool, inside a privacy pool, there's no mechanism to track it, because the whole point is not being able to track these transactions. That's the whole point of a privacy. So these privacy tokens, they might sound nice, like, oh, I have privacy and they can't be tracked. But the problem with that, again, is very clear, is that there's also no way to verify the supply. So if there is a bug, people are able to create a limited amount of tokens. I'm not holding privacy coins. I only hold Bitcoin. Hold coins inside a public ledger where you're able to check whenever real coins are real coins, whenever you can check if a hacker is exploiting the network and printing more money. Because especially with AI, there's going to be so much exploits that are going to be found and going to be exploited, that if you hold a privacy coin and you especially hold it inside a pool or even public for that sake, it can all just crash to zero and you would have no idea because it's private. So that's the end here of the video, and I hope to see you guys here in my next video. Bye bye.